first thing people not from the state of Texas think when they hear the word Texas is that it's a barren desert with nothing but rednecks and tumbleweeds. Although we do have plenty of those, there are many more attributes that make Texas a beautiful and thriving state that I fortunately get to call home. There is too much of the state to show in this short amount of time, so y'all will have to come visit on your own time. With that being said, I want to focus more on the Dallas area where I'm specifically from. Technically, I live an hour east of the Metroplex, but no one knows where Canton is, so everyone just says they're from Dallas. Canton isn't deep in the heart of Texas, it's more of in the collarbone region, if you will. It's an hour and a half from Louisiana and 2 hours from Oklahoma. I live 17 miles outside the actual town, so it's literally out of the middle of nowhere, but I love it. There are no city streetlights or highway noises. The openness and its location on a hill make for a good sunrise or sunset watching as well as stargazing at night. My ancestors are primarily Texans, but they all came from other states like Arkansas or Alabama. I'm sure family and job opportunities were primary reasons for their migration, but Texas's beauty is a sure incentive of living here. Rarely does a state see a non-mesmerizing sunrise or sunset. No matter how vicious the weather may have been that day, the sunset never disappoints. Ah yes, the weather. Texas' weather has the temper of a Roman candle. Much like its neighboring states, Texas weather changes so abruptly that you think you transported across the world or something. It's something I wish everyone had the chance to see because no one ever believes me when I say it's that bad. Texas is blessed economically, and it's something you can visually see. There are a lot of small businesses or businesses in general, and it always makes me happy to see most of them be successful and prosper within the community. I don't mean to sound like I'm bragging, but the majority of the state looks well off. Of course, there are some parts of the state that don't look as lucky as others, but every state has places like that. If every place looked wealthy and clean, then no one would really know it looked more wealthy or cleaner because no one would know the difference. Whenever I travel to a different state, I always can tell how different they are by the looks of it. Maybe I'm just used to the way Texas looks, and that's why going to a different state and instantly noticing how different they appear is natural for me. Maybe I'm confusing the home feel to Texas with something else and conditioning myself into thinking the state is better than others. I don't know. Those aren't my intentions at all, but I definitely have pride from being where I'm from, as I'm sure everyone else does too. This weekend I was privileged enough to get to go home and visit for a short while because my sister got married on Saturday. It was a trip I really needed because I've been really homesick. Never in my life have I been away from home and out of the state at the same time for this long. I miss my family more than most people because we all live on the same farm, so I'm used to seeing them usually every day. Even though I love it here, a little break from school and Oklahoma was much needed. Family and home are two extremely important things that you have to go revisit as often as you can. They shape us into the people we are, and they are the ones who are always there to meet us when we need them. Moving to Oklahoma made me realize just how important home is, and it's something I will always cherish. I will always take pride in being from deep in the collarbone of Texas.